What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news. And today, this video, of course, you guys have probably already checked out the news video. Well, this one is going over the skills. And if you guys caught it, yesterday we had some leaked information come out. We made a video, we made our own hero skill card on it. It was pretty accurate, but we did find out from the development team that those numbers were wrong. So I did take it down because I didn't want to keep sharing information that was wrong, but it was close. If you did see it, I know like 2,000 of you guys actually managed to see it right away when the video hit. But the skills were very, very close. So let's jump into it. Let's see what she's like. Is she going to be an endgame hero? Is she going to be a good potential first E5 hero? I don't know why. I'm more excited to see heroes that are good in the early game and mid game than late game lately. But let's jump right into it.
It is said that a weird girl who likes dancing with the moonlight lives in the creepy Shadowland.
Those simple-minded and boring lot judge everything by their appearance. They know nothing about me.
Miss Dance deals damage to random enemies, reduces their attack and inflicts Scared Soul for several rounds. Scared Soul when inflicted, and at the end of each round, Scared Soul deals damage equal to percentage of the target's max HP and restores percentage of Eloise's max HP. Dancer on Blades enhance attack, HP, block, controlling immunity, and speed. Captive Phantom whenever a hero is slain, all enemies lose precision for several rounds and have a chance to gain the 1 stacks of Phantom Shadow. Phantom Shadow, when Scared Soul is inflicted, 1 stacks of Phantom Shadow are consumed and the Scared Soul effect deals more damage. Game of Danger, upon blocking an attack, deals damage to random enemies and inflicts Scared Soul for several rounds. As a ranger, Scared Soul is a necessary skill that can deal damage equal to percentage of the target's max HP and restores percentage of Eloise's max HP. That's all for today. Let's look forward to her arrival.
So let's start off first with Eloise's. Let's go with her active first. This one, she seems like a really good hero to talk about the active first, since that has the most interaction with her special ability, Scarred Soul. So Miss Dance, active skill will deal 800% of attack damage to 3 random enemies, reducing their attack by 15% for 2 rounds while inflicting Scarred Soul for 2 rounds. So an active that hits 3 targets. That sounds pretty strong. It's good like mixture. It's not everyone. It's not only 1 or 2. It's 3. So that right there already gives me hope that there's potential for her. But what does her Scarred Soul actually do? Well, it is a skill effect. So it is not a buff, a skill effect. Now, it's very important to note with 4Cs in the meta now, because 4Cs removes buffs, not skill effects. When inflicted, and at the end of each round, Scarred Soul deals damage equal to 12% of the target's max HP, of course capped at 1500% of Eloise's attack, and restores Eloise by 25% of the damage dealt. So that is very, very close to what we had in the datamine info. I believe the datamine info was at V4 though. This is at V0. So we don't quite know what the V4 numbers are, but chances are it's going to deal, this whole thing is going to deal 1000% attack at V4 and 16-ish% max HP. Not too bad. It's going to heal her for more too. That is a pretty cool ability, because it's essentially going to hit 3 times on initial hit and then at the end of each round. So that's 36% of the target's max HP while healing her 3 times. I mean, this seems like an insane healing, because that's hitting 36% of the target's max HP 3 times on 3 targets. That is a ton of healing coming in. And this type of ability right here feels very much like Horus's ability, but better. I mean, not quite as active. It's more or less like his third passive, his counterattacks. But that does seem very, very strong. Again, I don't think this is going to fit into the endgame PvP meta, but early mid game she could be another option. Man, they seem to know how to make shadow heroes lately. We got Tix, we got Horus, we got Ithaca. They all have their purposes. None necessarily endgame PvP. I mean, Tix kind of is borderline there, but very strong. Let's go on to the second passive, Dancer of Blades. Passive gives attack, HP, block, control immunity, and speed. That's exactly what we saw in the leaks from the data mine, except those looked like they were the Void 1 versions, but still very strong. She has speed in there as well, so there is a potential that she could be a very quick hero. We'll have to see. Second passive is Captive Phantom. Passive skill, whenever a hero is slain, all enemies lose 15% precision for 6 rounds. Wow. And Eloise has a 100% chance to gain a stack of Phantom Shadow. So again, that's just like Garuda. Whenever a hero, not an ally, not an enemy, whenever a hero is slain. So what does Phantom Shadow do? Skill effect. Next time when Scarred Soul is inflicted, 1 stack of Phantom Shadow will be consumed to increase the damage by 50%. That's interesting because I don't know if that removes the cap of the 1500% attack cap Eloise has on her Scarred Soul or not. And again, this is a skill effect. It is not a buff. That is something we really have to say and talk about because that's very, very important to know. I mean, that's a lot more damage. That's a lot more damage, but I don't think Captive Phantom's going to proc all that often. It's only when a hero is slain that she gets it. She's only going to proc it a couple times per combat. It might be effective. I'm not too hyped about that one. But the last passive skill, Game of Danger. Passive skill, upon blocking an attack, deals 400% attack, 400% of attack damage to 3 random enemies and inflicts them with Scarred Soul. So it's essentially still hitting 3 targets, just like her active. Oh man, so when she blocks, oh my goodness, when she blocks, she's going to be dealing half of an active ability. You guys realize that, right? Of course, you're not getting the reduced attack for 2 rounds, but you are essentially... Hold on, I didn't really think about this. Game of Danger is even better than the active skill because it does an active skill at half of its damage. That's pretty crazy. And all she has to do is block. And it's every block. It's not like Horus where it's, like every 3rd block he does a counterattack. This is every single block. And she has 60% block standard. Chances are you're probably going to want to run her with some sort of A and B to give her even more block. And maybe you even want to run her with like, I don't know, a block attack stone? Maybe? At least for like Sealand and stuff. As far as PvP goes, speed attack seems to be the way to go for just about every hero with a splendid A and B. Ah, yes, just another A and B hero, right guys? Game of Danger seems like a game of changers. Seems really strong. Again, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't feel like she is a great endgame PvP hero, but as far as early game, I think she has a chance to potentially give Inosuke a run for his money as the top tier first E5 hero to build. Maybe what we'll have to do is finally start our Twitch Whales series and get people to whale on a brand new account that we then give away. Maybe we need to pick Eloise as the first E5. That could be something pretty spicy. Although it would be better doing it on a big event like Easter or something like that. But that's pretty good. We do, however, have a few more things to go over. There was a Q&A and we have some information. So question number 1, do multiple Eloise's active skills reduce the attack stack? Does it stack with Tix attack reduction? And yes, it can be superimposed was the answer there. So that is really good. Number 2, can it be superimposed if the accuracy is reduced? I think even the answer was, I don't know. That was a confusing question. So we'll just, sorry, I didn't mean to read that one. Can Scarred Soul be purified? Scarred Soul is a skill effect of skills and cannot be purified, and therefore can also not be removed by Forces. Can Scarred Soul stack up? Yes, it can. Can Scarred Soul be copied by Delacium? No, it is a skill effect, therefore Delacium cannot copy it. And lastly, if the accuracy is reduced, so I think they're talking about precision essentially when they say accuracy, because that's pretty much what precision is there a chance that the enemy will not be attacked? No, because it depends on the opponent's block. Interesting. A couple of those were a little confusing. Not quite sure what I think about that. Looks like we do have the skills video, so that's nice. Last month, if you remember, the skills video came out very late, so we couldn't put it in the video, but we have the English one. Chances are it's probably been playing this entire time underneath me, and we probably played it right at the beginning too, so let me know what you think. But I don't know, this hero seems good, but I don't think sounds endgame viable. We'll have to see. Maybe she has a place. Of course, not gonna replace Tix when it comes to things like, I don't think she'll replace anybody in Vortex. I mean, but that could be a lot of damage. That percent max HP if you put something really, really strong on her. Maybe she has survivability for Vortex. Maybe she's a good hero to help your account get to Valiant. We'll have to see. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We'll definitely be building her tonight on Twitch. Make sure you come on by. If you haven't yet, go to the links in the description. One of them is to our Twitch channel. Hit that button because we are going to have a live stream tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys tonight.
How can